Hey Clone, EC Details, and welcome back to another episode. In this video, we are going to do an overview, kind of see what's new with the new Incredible Suds V2. So this is Incredible Suds version 2. Here's what changed. Now, you could tell it's version 2. You see here, the old one against the new one. Old label, new label. If you go in the back, the new label has the new PIR. The old label says to use 2 or 3 ounces, but we know that was debunked. So it's been updated, reformulated, gives you a PR and all that. The consistency of this product is pretty nuts. Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Look. Like that. You see that? It is beautiful. Makes it easier to dilute. No more worrying about it being too thick. No more complaining, well, it's too thick. The things that they upgraded on this was the cleaning power, so you can use it pre-wash, the bucket slickness. We're going to put all that to the test today, and we're going to dilute it. So what I have right here is a measuring cup. I am going to use this here. I am going to use 30 mils in my foam cannon, and we're going to foam the back of the car. I'm going to play those clips here. The back of the car is real dirty. It's been raining here, and I am going to do 1 ounce. 1 ounce here is this much. 1 ounce in a foam can. Like I said, the consistency is very, very good. Not too much. It still smells the same old beautiful grape scent. And I love the dilution. So if you're a PIR guy, 0.3% PIR. You'll have to know that for your foam cannon. We're going to use Joshua's quiver here. I am going to pour this in. We're going to do a test run on the back of the panel. We're going to put, it says here on this one, fill your foam cannon with 31 mils of 31 ounces and then 1 ounce. And then it says here for a bucket, 1 ounce to half an ounce or 1,000 to 1 for your bucket. So we're going to use 1 ounce of my bucket. I have almost 5 gallons in there. And then when you pour this in here, this is the consistency of the product. So it reminds me of Dawn dish soap a bit. I'm going to pour that in here like I always do. Clean my little beaker up right away. And you can see right there, that's what you're getting. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to dilute this. The color inside of this is a little more purple bluish. Looks like purple. Looks real good. Mix that up. I'm going to put my wash mitt in the bucket here. And I am going to do 1 ounce in the bucket. And then we're going to go over cleaning slickness, clean of the panel. And again, I'm only going to use 1 ounce here for the bucket. It's what I always use, even with soft wash. Scent, dude, Incredible Suds scent. It's a classic, okay? It's classic. Put that in my bucket here. So 1 ounce. Yeah, foamy, dude. It is Sud City. It's slick, too. You can feel the slickness in the hands here. All right, let's get to foaming. I have my car here. Half the car is dirty, so I did fill the water up more. And then we're going to do half of the car here. And the foam output is nuts. And that's about 1.5 ounces in here. So 30 mils, 30 or 45 mils is what I use. But you can see how it foams on the car. I'm gonna let that sit. As we get closer here, you can see all the dirt and all that stuff on the car here. So we're gonna see how this does as a pre-wash. I'm gonna let that sit as long as I can, and then we'll go from there. But you can see so far, there's a lot of thick foam. Like, that's thick, bro. That is slick too. A lot of thick foam on the car. I'll spray that on again. And again, this is too heavy. For me, I would like it to be a little more creamier. So I'm adding more water to the panel, and that's about perfect. You want that to run down if you're gonna use it as pre-wash. This is how I would use that. And I'll let that sit as long as possible. While that's sitting, I'm gonna foam this side of the car here. And look how that cleans on the paint. Look how it doesn't separate, how it stays creamy, how it's pulling the dirt down. I cannot wait to see how that cleaned. And then we're gonna do a towel test to put it up against everything else. Look at that. Look how nice and pleasant that looks. It's still on the panel. It's still on the panel. It hasn't separated yet. I'm letting that sit as long as I want. And look, I did the side too, so you can see it here. How it just clings on the panel. I sprayed that at the beginning and it's still on the panel. And that's freaking bananas. That's nuts. That's nuts. Look at it. Now it's still showing some signs of wanting to be sprayed off. So we'll spray that off here. And the spray off is real nice. It's got a double surfactant to it. I think it's always had that. The spray off is wonderful. All right, so the spray off on this is very, very nice. Very nice. What I'm gonna do here is I have this side. I'm gonna hit it with my towel so you can see the dirt I have on the car. So you can see that, right? That is untreated, that's unwashed. This is a pre-wash. And you can see how much less. Remember, that was that. This was this as a pre-wash, and that was road film. Let's do this side here. That's dirt. This side, less dirt. So it does do good as a pre-wash. I think it's the same pH, but you can see how much dirt it took off. Sitting on the panel, I'm gonna do a contact wash right now and show you it, but while we're doing that, I'll put them on the rest of the car. And that's not a lot of product either. I used 45 mils for a whole full foam cannon. My water here is hard. My water here is 400 PPI. We're gonna do the contact wash for this section here. All right, so check this out. So I already did a pre-wash on this. Now we're just going to hit it with the mitt. Oh shoot. Dude, that is slick. That is incredibly slick. It's freaking awesome, man. I mean, that's the slickness on this. Slickness on this is nuts. The scent, it's the same pleasant scent. Man, I can't get over how slick that is. That might be as slick as, or slicker than soft wash. Look at that. Man, what a pleasant experience. That's great. But so far, Incredible Suds V2 is ultra slick. Look, I foamed this on, still on the panel. I'm about to wash this, spray this off. I'm gonna leave that on to see how long it will cling on the panel. But it clings better, it stays on the panel longer, it is not moving, and I put it on thick. Look at this. It is not moving. On the roof, it is not moving, so far I'm impressed. It's a true V2 in my opinion, but check this out. Man, it's slick. I mean, look at this rinse off. And you can see how easy it does rinse off. And then look. Easy rinse off. It does not mess with your hydrophobics of your coating. Man, that's wonderful. Now look, this is still on the panel. It has not moved one bit, but let's do the testing on the panel to see how it rinses off. You can see that the package is the packaging they're using. So they have a good double layer going on. And you can see it here. And I have a stout coating on my car. Yeah, dude, nuts. All right, let's go over the hood. Again, testing slickness. And you can see how it just glides with one finger. buttery smooth, dude. It's not even, I mean, look. That thing is wild. That slickness is nuts. I'm trying to see what kind of experience I get around the whole car, hitting different surfaces. And then the question is it a true V2? I mean, making it thinner, making it a little slicker on cleaning, making it rinse as good as it does and clean on the panel as good as it does, to me, is a true V2. And they've done that. They've done that here. It's pretty nuts. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't get over how good the rinse off is and how easy it is for being such a thick soap. Like you saw that, right? Hydrophobic, so you can tell there's nothing being left behind. Look on the glass. Check this glass out. Get you here, check the glass. Easy rinse off. Here, and you can see how it rinses off on the glass itself. Man, that's crazy. I'm gonna say here, if you love this soap here, and you love this thickness of this soap, you are going to be head over heels over this one. The improved parts about it, the slickness, the cleaning, the rinse off, all that is there. You could tell it's a true V2. You could tell that it does do a good job at what it says it does with the cleaning. And you can also tell that the rinse off is just insane. And with the mitt, the wash mitt, the slickness was bonkers. What impressed me the most about it was the cleaning power of it, right? I think of Incredible Suds, I think of a pH neutral soap. You know what I'm saying? This was before the pre-wash. This was after the pre-wash. No contact wash. So it did remove a lot of the road film on the panel. It's tremendous. The rinse off was beautiful. The slickness, it's up there with the best soaps on the market, slickness wise. Super slick on the panel. Like, I can't even, I think it's almost might be, it's slick. It's like pre-wash, mint, clean my pan, soft wash, Rogue. It's slick, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's, if you're looking for this for a pre-wash and the slickness that rivals almost everything on the market, this has it. This is nice. This does it. So hats off to you, Ivan and Nick. Good job on V2. I think it checks everything that everyone wanted in terms of what Incredible Suds should have been. This, it is now. I can't get over the wash experience. The smell resonates in the building, permeates. You can smell it in the air of grapes. And it's not like overbearing grapes. It reminds me of that sweet bevy grape smell. The slickness, just, I keep coming back to the slickness. The slickness was bananas. Just freaking sick. Wow. The foam, you expected. This thing foam, it would have sucked. The foam, you knew it was going to foam the hose off the street. The slickness, though, on cleaning with the mitt is what has me coming back to like, dang, that's a real good soap. You know what I'm saying? With that said, hope you like this review, overview kind of ordeal. You and I did together first experience. You and I did this. Put this in the links in the description below. Hit the like, hit subscribe, and then we'll see you next time. And good job, DIY, for making a banger of a V2.